Hello again, and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. The love is deep, and I'm back with a bang bang. So let's start. So now let's turn these ingredients to this incredible sweet potato pottage, or may I say Mpotompoto now today. List of ingredients: we've got the onions, the bakbushito, the garlic, the ginger, smoked fish. We've got the sweet potato, which of course is important, and of course we do have our palm oil. As usual, as I always mention, I like to spice my palm oil, so that I've got my grains of saline and my bakbushito or green chilies, or petit bell chilies may I say. I've got the garlic, and I'm adding my African nutmeg to it, because what I'm going to do is add this flavor to the oil. If you've watched my previous video, I've always mentioned that I don't particularly like the palm oil I do get here in the UK, so I end up doing my own je ne sais quoi and infusion into it, so it tastes better. You see, every step counts. So now that I've done that, I'm adding my sliced onions, and I'm going to fry this gently as you do. Now I'm going all rustic with this dish. So of course I'm adding my petit bell chilies, or bakbushito may I say. And you think I'd leave it there? I've also added my green chilies, and I've purposely just left the stalks there because it gives it that rustic feel now sitting. Flavor in yeah. So of course I have added my blended tomatoes, which I have cooked down. And if you watched my previous video, I did mention that, because that cuts my cooking time in half. And I'm just going to fry this beauty until, it's just. So after 3 minutes, I'm adding my blended ginger, garlic and onion to my mixture, and I've added a bit of water to just allow it to be saucy, and I'll explain why. Because now I'm going to add my smoked fish, as you can see here, and it's dried and smoky. I'm going to allow that infusion of flavors to take place. So of course that's why I did add a bit more liquid to my spice blend, and all this infusion is going to happen. Now I will need more liquid for my recipe. So of course I've rinsed my blender, because I do not like any waste, and I've added that excess water in here now. Now naturally I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm going to leave that to boil, and now I'm going to concentrate on my sweet potato, which I'm going to peel and then dice into this beautiful shape. After 10 minutes of my mixture simmering just so, I'm going to add my diced sweet potatoes, and I will mix everything together till it's well combined. Now this is what I love about this dish. You've got the smokiness that comes from the fish, and of course you've got that fishy flavor, which is incredible. You've got the ginger and the garlic, that residual heat that comes through in the background. You've got the sweetness that comes from the sweet potatoes as well. By boiling this together, you're marrying the two flavors. And of course, I'm adding my salt to taste, as you can see here. Now, what the sweet potato is going to do is absorb this excess liquid, and it's just going to form this beautiful, moist, sort of stew-like texture. That's just incredible. Now, this fish, I have to reserve this one for another recipe as well, because I think the little one is more than enough for this portion, but I needed to use that for that extra flavor, as you do. Things you do when you're in the diaspora, economics. So at this point, you notice that I have taken the green chilies out of this mixture because I just needed so. And look at this. This has just simmered and cooked perfectly for 15 to 18 minutes on that medium to low heat. And just as I described, you can see that the sweet potatoes has absorbed that extra liquid, and it's formed into this beautiful marmalade-y texture. This time of the year, this kind of comfort food that feeds the soul is a must try. And I'm loving that sweet potato taste, that extra smokiness that comes through it, that marmalade creamy consistency. You know what I mean? And look at that whole heat happening. That's just so comforting. Now, of course, this is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa with the ketchup. On top sitting. It genuine Janet. Could demand now sitting. Notification gang, I'm sitting. Being lonye, molovi papa, miss when your son papa. Thank you. And naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements in my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. So do check it out. I was on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudubyfafa. So do pass by and say hi. Narelle, thank you very much for my theme song. It rocks. Now, if you need that reason to click the subscribe button, I hope I have given you countless of reasons to do so. So please do so now. Now, until next time, take care of you. Be nice, be beautiful, be your gorgeous self. And guess what? I love you for you. Toodles.